Hello everyone, long time no see. I'm teacher Dai Xin Ai. During this period, we've been busy working on some numbers phenomena and conducting research and development across various industries. I've really missed you all, so first of all, I want to greet everyone and welcome those of you who are interested in numbers phenomena. Today, let's discuss a topic that is unavoidable and pervasive in modern society: stress. In this fast-paced era of development, it seems like we are racing against time, striving to keep up. Whether it's work, studies, or daily life, we are surrounded by all kinds of pressures and challenges. These pressures are like invisible forces, seeping into every aspect of our lives in a way that is impossible to avoid. In this diverse world, each of us is a unique individual with our own distinct emotions and life experiences. The sources of stress for everyone are completely different, because each person's feelings about their environment, work, and relationships are unique and subtle. Just as every snowflake has its own unique structure and path, the journey of each of our lives is playing out its own exclusive melody. We cannot use a one-size-fits-all approach to relieve the pressures of life. In fact, it's not just about stress relief. Any generalized model is difficult to apply to different individuals. Whether it's the choice of health products or the way we exercise, everything needs to be tailored to the person and adjusted according to the situation. When seeking ways to relieve stress, we must recognize that everyone has their own unique physical condition, life background, and psychological needs. For some people, quiet meditation or breathing exercises may help ease their inner anxiety. For others, energetic outdoor activities might be what helps them dispel feelings of depression. So in today's program, we will focus on the common phenomenon of stress. By using the method of individual numbers phenomena information, we will try to understand and explore the stress experienced by different living beings. First of all, I need to remind everyone of something. We know that every living being possesses its own unique numbers phenomenon information, so it's essential for me to clarify that it's not the numbers phenomenon information that is influencing us. This is a common misunderstanding we have about numbers phenomena. Rather, it is our thinking, our behavior, our habits, and all aspects of our information that are reflected through the combinations of numbers around us. Therefore, this information is neither good nor bad. It is comprehensive and all-encompassing. What about different numbers phenomenon information? Different number combinations each contain completely different information. It is known that every pair of number combinations can be associated with tens of thousands of pieces of information. When the combination grows to 3 digits, these tens of thousands of pieces of information further branch into new tens of thousands. At the same time, within this chain, a rich web of cause and effect relationships will also emerge. So, when the number combination increases to 8 to 11 digits, it is equivalent to presenting countless clear pieces of information on various levels for each individual life. This is because our registration numbers, including mobile phone numbers, are all made up of such combinations of 8 to 11 digits. Now, the numbers phenomenon information we're going to talk about today is the upper level 19 number combination. We can take a look at the combinations that make up the 19 combination. In our daily lives, they are actually very abundant. These are just some of the upper-level 19 combinations. When it comes to information positioning for the 19 combination, one aspect is information related to the level of pressure. So, when a life entity's number combination exhibits the numbers phenomena of an upper-level 19 combination, it will inevitably be accompanied by characteristics or phenomena related to high pressure, as well as the various causes and effects of pressure, and the comprehensive influence of these factors in life. However, this does not mean that people who do not possess the 19 combinations have no pressure. For example, the 13 combination can also display a heavy and solid mindset, and the 16 combination can also show vulnerability in emotions when facing pressure. Similarly, the 18 combination can also present us with a delicate and sensitive way of thinking. So it's not just the 19 combination that possesses the confidence to handle pressure, it's just that the 19 combination can very clearly display the ins and outs of information corresponding to each aspect of pressure in a life entity. It presents this very distinctly. Of course, when the 19 combination increases to 3 digits or 4 digits, it will also show a very rich set of cause and effect relationships. The causal relationships regarding pressure will also become extremely complex as it reaches 5 digits, 6 digits, 7 digits, or even 8 digits. So there's no need to say more about that. Therefore, whenever there is any subtle change in the subject, the information presented will all be different. For example, the information shown by 196, 194, and 199 at the level of pressure is completely different. And the combined causes and results are also entirely distinct. Not only that, but the information at other levels is also completely different. That's why the various mobile phone numbers, registration numbers, or all kinds of number combinations around us form a completely different and complex chain. So we absolutely cannot use categories like good luck or bad luck, or use such labels to divide things. We cannot use this kind of approach to categorize our lives. If we use this method to define an individual life, the information will be too general and at the same time, definitely inaccurate. Therefore, every number sequence contains its own unique and rich information. Only in this way can we reveal the complex and diverse life states of each individual. So why does the 19 category tend to convey information about pressure? Through decades of research and analysis, we have observed that people with the 19 number combination often possess a strong sense of responsibility. As for the reasons behind this sense of responsibility and where it applies, we need to take a comprehensive look at the information presented by the 19 combination together with other number combinations as a whole. This heightened sense of responsibility, it gives rise to a strong and practical ability to get things done, making individuals display great decisiveness and determination when facing tasks and challenges. Those with the 19 number combination have a constant drive to improve their own professional abilities, and the pursuit of professional achievement becomes a very important goal in their life journey. This relentless pursuit of self-growth is a key characteristic presented by the 19 number combination. At the same time, at the how, this strong sense of responsibility also comes with what? It comes with a high capacity for bearing burdens. This means that they are often willing to take on responsibilities that go beyond what they can normally handle, which causes them to experience more and greater pressure than others. When an individual carries such a high level of pressure, this pressure will inevitably have either positive or negative effects on their body. Let's use a specific example to illustrate this. Take the 5-digit number 87908 as an example. This combination of numbers, in terms of thinking patterns, demonstrates a high level of pressure. The pressure and concerns related to work cause their thoughts to keep increasing. This pressure can also trigger a negative cycle in their thinking patterns, making the individual prone to falling into a state of anxiety, which in turn easily affects the quality of their sleep. This kind of negative cycle makes it difficult for the individual to fall asleep, and their persistent thinking and worrying further increase the difficulty of falling asleep. So, being under this kind of intense pressure for a long time leads to difficulty falling asleep and irregular sleep patterns, which become common occurrences in their lives. This abnormal sleep pattern can further affect overall physical health, placing a significant burden on the heart. Of course, the reasons why each individual develops illnesses are extremely varied. By examining the various layers of information within the numbers phenomena, we can comprehensively understand the complex causes, development process, and future trends of diseases in each individual. Naturally, we cannot simply conclude that work-related stress will inevitably affect sleep. In today's highly competitive society, many people are faced with tremendous work pressure. At the same time, everyone copes with stress differently, and the effects of stress also vary from person to person. For example, if the type or content of our work is something we are truly passionate about or enjoy, the pressure we experience can often be transformed into positive motivation. Therefore, when it comes to the relationship between work-related stress and sleep, we cannot simply draw a blanket or unchanging conclusion. Instead, it requires more detailed and nuanced observation and research. Now, regarding the 87918 sequence we mentioned, people with this pattern tend to have an extremely sensitive way of thinking when it comes to work. At the same time, their desire to pursue their goals is very strong. As a result, it makes it difficult for individuals to relax at specific times each day as scheduled. It's not easy for them to do so. At the same time, individuals with these traits tend to remain in a state of dissatisfaction and self-doubt about their abilities at work. As a result, they often overthink things, and when they are unable to achieve their goals, many thoughts will arise. Therefore, they don't feel satisfied or relaxed with their current achievements. Moreover, once they realize that it is difficult to achieve their own goals, they will constantly seek change or innovation. This is also why the content, timing, environment, and direction of their work are continuously changing, leading to highly irregular daily routines and sleep schedules. This is often the case for many people working in internet companies, such as urban developers. They all exhibit these numbers phenomena because such information aligns closely with their industry environment and the nature of their work. So, in over a decade of research on numbers phenomena, what have we found? The CosmoMK numbers phenomena research team has discovered that within a family, there are commonalities in numbers phenomena. What does this mean? These commonalities can affect various aspects of every family member. For example, let's talk about stress. If the parents clearly display numbers patterns related to stress, then there is a very high probability that the offspring will also exhibit similar numbers phenomena. If the offspring do not have similar stress-related numbers patterns, they will inevitably develop numbers phenomena that help them cope with their parents' stress, and this information will manifest around them. Let me give a specific example. As we mentioned earlier, if the parents' numbers phenomena include a pattern like 87918, then when the parents face irregular work hours and the resulting stress, such numbers patterns indicate that they are not good at expressing themselves outwardly. Therefore, the family environment they create is also likely to be in a state of high stress, and as a result, the lives and home environment of their offspring are naturally prone to being affected by high stress as well. We need to understand that the numbers, phenomena, and information of every living individual are unique. So even in the same high-stress environment, let's say, for example, there are 3 children in a family under such high stress, each child in the family, when faced with a high-stress lifestyle shaped by their parents, will develop completely different coping patterns. Although these patterns are different, they are still present around them. These phenomena are inevitably connected to such a high-stress environment. What kind of connection is that? For example, if parents, due to various factors in their lives, develop irregular lifestyle and eating habits, these habits are likely to appear in their children's living environment as well. Over time, these accumulated irregular routines can very likely become one of the potential factors leading both parents and children to develop heart disease. Therefore, as we have learned over the years, by looking at the parents' data, we can further observe and predict the future physical health of their children. The trend of health development is not surprising in the context of numbers phenomena information, because the information that numbers phenomena can present is actually extremely rich. In the research on numbers phenomena, over the years we have found that similar psychological or physical symptoms tend to cluster within families, and there are countless such cases. This is because in numbers phenomena projects, we can identify commonalities within the numbers phenomena of groups, such as similar lifestyles, similar daily routines, similar eating habits, and so on. Behaviors within the family. These can all reveal commonalities in the numbers phenomena of families or groups. At the same time, by examining the numbers phenomena of individuals, we can observe the intricate details of each life, such as the specific causes of disease or the various factors that contribute to psychological issues. Therefore, research into numbers phenomena has brought immeasurable value to our understanding of the information present at every level of each individual life. When we delve deeper into the study of numbers phenomena, we discover that many things in life are difficult for us to understand, or things we simply cannot observe. Even with various medical methods, we are unable to constantly track a person's behavior or all the complex factors in their daily life. At present, we do not have a channel or method to observe such comprehensive information about every individual life. However, numbers phenomena can present us with this kind of information. There are still many topics related to numbers phenomena in our field, and we can continue to explore them together through conversations like this. It is truly a subject worth exploring because it will contribute to precision medicine, including the emergence of personalized diseases, such as predicting diseases in newborns and the intervention and prevention of mental illnesses. It will bring immeasurable value. I have always wanted to take some time to record videos like this so that we can have better discussions about the role of numbers phenomena in various aspects of our lives. We always say that numbers phenomena are a channel for observing individual life forms, and the value they bring to humanity on multiple levels is something I have long wanted to explore together with everyone. But I know that this topic covers a very broad range, so I haven't been able to find any free time until now. Recently, we have also been continuously conducting research on numbers phenomena in various fields. Therefore, in the following sessions, let's spend some time together exploring the applications of numbers phenomena in different aspects of life and the world. I also hope that these videos can provide new insights and perspectives for those of you in various industries who are curious about numbers phenomena. That would be very fulfilling for me as well. That's all for this episode. In the next video, we'll continue our discussion.